Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, coming at you with another Brood War commentary. This is a game from the Winners League, and this is ggaemo versus Cal. Cal representing STX Soul. There he is. STX Soul Gujilla is what he goes by as his name these days, which is kind of a pun on his name, and you know, sort of like Godzilla, but. Anyway, ggaemo is representing Air Force Ace, and he's going to be the Zerg player, by the way. This is the map Circuit Breaker. So Cal is going to be spawning in the top left-hand corner of the field Protoss. ggaemo is going to be the bottom. No, I'm sorry. Cal is in the bottom left. Cal's in the bottom left. My bad. Anyway, so I have finished moving finally. That's why I'm finally coming at you with some more games here. Some more commentaries. I'm sorry I didn't even have a chance to do the MSL finals. I feel kind of fail about that, but at the same time I wasn't terribly motivated due to the matchup involved there. If it was Zero versus Jadong, I'm pretty sure I would have found a way to cast that no matter what the circumstances were, but I just was so sad that the finals were Great versus Hydra that I just I haven't even watched those finals yet, to be honest with you. Anyway, if you did want to watch the MSL finals casted, Deja Vu casted those, so you can check his casts out of those if you haven't already. Anyway, but I'm all finished moving. Barely got everything out. Well, actually I got everything out in time, but then I had to do some cleaning and all that. Anyway, point being, now I'm a little bit settled. I'm going to have much more time for commentary, so look out for more games here coming up very soon. Again, I'm probably going to keep doing a little bit more of the StarCraft 2 stuff, but I'm going to try and do some Brood War as well. This game, ggaemo versus Cal, is supposed to be epic, so that's why I'm casting it here. I'm hoping it's going to be completely awesome and live up to the expectations. Yeah, I was just running around the internet. They've got this internet treadmill now that you can, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was just watching, by the way, I just was looking through some old stuff. I've been looking through a lot of old stuff lately because of, well, moving. I'm sorting through a bunch of crap so I can get rid of a lot of it. I just found a Popular Science magazine from 1999, and it was kind of funny, some of the stuff that was like brand new in 1999. Okay, so this Cal's probe has gone all the way around the freaking map. He's gone down to the bottom right and now up to the top right, and now he's kind of hiding in that top right spawn location. He's got another probe up there. He's got a scouting probe here in the main base of ggaemo, and he's got a sort of a random probe up in the top right. Maybe he's going to go for some hidden tech or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so it's just kind of funny, some of the things that were in the Popular Science magazine from the 90s that were like new color Game Boy, you know, stuff like that. New laptop with a whopping 400 megahertz processing power. Oh my god. It was kind of funny to go through. Anyway, I don't remember why I mentioned that, but I thought I had something in mind. Regardless, moving is complete. I'm gonna be doing some more stuff. Oh yeah. That's what it was. We're talking about running, and I don't know how I got to that actually. By the way, I know there's some angry nerd right now commenting, "Oh my gosh, Moltrap always talks about random stuff," and I hear that. I recognize that people don't like that. I do actually listen to all feedback, even if it's rude, and try and take it into account what people like. But to be honest, for every one comment that people says, "Oh, I don't like Moltrap talking about random stuff," I get like 10 comments of people saying like, "Oh, I love it when Moltrap talks about random stuff." So I apologize to those of you that don't like me talking about randomness, but the rest of your fellow viewers demand it. I was on IRC, to get back to my story here briefly. By the way, Cal's just going for a normal Forge expand. He's got a couple cannons up to that early pool by ggaemo. ggaemo finally now getting his lair up, and he's got that expansion on the right side of the map, and that probe is still on the top right of the map actually. Ooh, that could come in. He could, oh man, he could like cannon the top of that base or something like that, or build gateways up there and come in with forces from the side. That probe could be epic later on. We'll have to see. Anyway, I was on IRC, and I just happened into the SC2GG chat room, and Nuke the Stars was talking about how epic this game was, and I was like, oh, I'll have to make a note to cast that later if I can. And then I saw some references to it on Team Liquid specifically as well. So I was like, okay, this must be awesome. So hopefully it's gonna be an awesome game. We shall see. By the way, I am using a new mic today. Excuse me, I have to drink water. Using a new mic today. It's a mic I've had for a while actually. It's a Snowball mic. It's by a company called Blue, and we'll see if it works out. Let me know if the audio quality is good, bad, or ugly, or anything along those lines. Wow, so normal Stargate Citadel of Doom going up for Cal, by the way, and still has that probe up there. Still sneaky probe. Up, sneaky probe, building the sneaky pylon. I'm really curious to see what happens. There are a lot of lings coming in here. Yeah, so I took my headset, my Plantronics headset, which has served me so well for the last year or two, and yeah, about a year or so, and I took it to this LAN. There was a CSL, Collegiate Star League, cstarleague.com. Or is it .org? It's .com. Anyway, collegiate, yeah, a couple extra gateways going up in the top right there. He's gonna build some forces and come in from the side, and he's also, those forces are gonna be kind of hidden. See, these lings are out in front of the base, so they can see exactly what army is coming out of the main, so he can prepare for it. So right now he only sees 3 zealots. You know, he knows that he doesn't have to worry about more than a few zealots coming out right now. So ggaemo feels really complacent when he doesn't know that there's actually more gateways going to build more zealots up in the top there. Anyway, Corsair's out now. Scourge are going to chase it off pretty soon. ggaemo just setting up his SimCity, and that's the other beautiful thing about this plan, is that the zealots can come in from behind the SimCity, from behind the buildings blocking everything, and just nail that sunken colony very easily. Without the buildings actually blocking the zealots coming from the back. That's going to be really cool. A really neat strategy by Cal. And he predicted, from the beginning of the game, predicted where ggaemo's third base was going to be. Very clever. There's those 2 gateways now starting to pump out zealots probably. Or maybe DTs actually. Ooh, could be. He's gotten his Templar Archives up as well. He could get DTs out as well. Oh, Cal loses a Corsair. A little bit sloppy by Cal. Should have turned that around and run it back home to his main base, to those cannons. Anyway, so I went to this LAN to do some Stargate. There's the DTs coming in from the side. There's an Overlord above. They're just trying to target down that sunken colony, and no support. The sunken goes down. Now he's going to go to work on the drones. There's no units there at all to attack those DTs, even though there's another DT running in the front of that same base, actually. Overlord has to decide which way to go. Overlord chasing the DT to the left. The DTs on the right get out of range of that Overlord's vision. And another Dark Templar running around who knows where. He's actually drawn him out. Oh, DT barely gets out of vision range. Again, just dancing back and forth on either side of this Overlord's vision with these 3 DTs. Beautiful work by Cal. He's going for this hatchery. It's down to almost 500 hit points left. And that is just a handful of strikes from these Dark Templar, who are now within visual range of the Overlord, but they're chopping down Zerglings left and right. Another one getting another DT coming into the mix here as well. Lots of Zerglings are out there. I think they are going to be able to polish off those DTs unless they just run up the ramp. ggaemo looking a little bit worried, a little bit harried by all these Dark Templars coming from all different directions at once. He finally gets a sunken colony up in that location, so it should be able to hold off DTs. That sunken colony is not within range of the mineral line though, so he still needs to worry about his drones if he sends them back to start mining again. Wow, epic harass here by Cal with these hidden gateways, setting in Dark Templars from nowhere. And that's what ggaemo was probably like, what? Where's all these? Where are they coming from? Running down the ramp into the drone line. Lots of Zerglings coming to surround. The Dark Templars do kill the Zerglings in one shot though, so they are going to be able to hold off pretty well, especially with that little choke point there. Wow, lots and lots of forces going down. 6-7 kills on that one DT. Probably lots more kills on the other Dark Templar. Building up some zealots in the top there as well now. In any case, sorry, to go back again to the explanation of the microphone real quick, I took my headset to this LAN in Berkeley for the CSL tournament event. It was an open tournament, and a lot of really cool players there, actually. Pain User and Axlab, who I'd met before. Awesome guys were there. I got to meet a few other people, and there were some really good games. Superior Wolf was there. Hadn't seen him in a while. It's good to see him. Anyway, really awesome event. Hopefully hopefully they will do more events like that, because that was a really, really cool event. But somehow in the midst of it, the little dongle, the wireless dongle that I plug into my computer to connect the headset to my computer got bent, and so it wouldn't actually fit into the USB port, so I couldn't use it for casting. So now it doesn't work, and so I have this other microphone, but it's not a headset, so I had to go out and buy some $3 headphones to use with this other mic. It's a pretty high quality mic. It's like a $100 mic that I got at some point. I think it's 100, maybe it's like 80 or something like that. Anyway, it's a pretty decent microphone, but like I said, I just haven't used it before, so hopefully it actually does live up to the however much it cost whenever it was purchased. Anyway, some zealots coming in here, and now it's ironic that the wall has now turned into a wall to protect from behind as well. So the wall is blocking those zealots from getting down to the sunken colony, which is in the front, which would normally be where you would want to block attacks against. Kind of interesting there. And he's building up a lot of zealots there. The probe is still up there as well. If he builds a nexus up there, I'm going to laugh my butt off. For at least a second. That would be pretty cool though if we built a nexus up there. Pretty hard to defend though, so I don't think it's actually a good idea. But Cal is still on 2 bases here, and he has done a lot of harassment to ggaemo, but he hasn't really done too much damage. I mean, he hasn't built up. Well, I haven't seen what his army looks like lately, so I'm not sure. And those zealots could be in a bit of trouble with these Mulisks running, and the Mulisks have found the hidden gateways. The zealots are just chilling by that ramp, and if they do not do something soon, then those Mulisks are going to go after them next. And that is a ton of Scourge. Jesus, that's a lot of Scourge. He's actually got way more Scourge than he does Mulisks. More worried about that big clump of Corsairs than anything else. Anyway, he may just save those zealots and send them down that ramp at a more opportune time. Coming up with a shuttle up the left side with some Corsairs there as well. I'm not sure what's in that shuttle. Probably DTs or High Templar. Could be either or both. But I don't think we've seen much in the way of Reaver tech, so I don't imagine that's what's going to come out of that shuttle. And here he comes in, probably for a storm drop. And he does drop a High Templar. No reaction by ggaemo. Almost every drone gets completely obliterated. And that looks like about 10 piles of blood and guts on that part of the map right there. So a lot of kills with that storm drop. Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Just before it goes into an Archon, I thought it was going to be able to storm some of those Scourge or something like that. Mulisks abandoned the Archon. Archon just chilling there on that low ground there. It's just going to be able to pop up, run back to the rest of the army. Anyway, but nice catching that shuttle, picking it off, so he can't go for another storm drop with it. I'm surprised that he actually left that alone with his Corsairs. Maybe he was afraid of all those Scourge and decided to get out while he could with his Corsairs and just ditch the shuttle. Anyway, just these zealots just randomly running around in circles around the top here, not doing much of anything with these Mulisks attacking them. They should at least charge down and try and like force down a hatchery or something like that, instead of just chilling there. Okay, finally Corsairs coming in to help out. There are some Scourge there. I think that might be a lot of Scourge. Mulisks, getting picked off a little bit as they try and clump up. There's a single lurker there, which is going to do well against these zealots, but and kind of keep them from charging down the ramp without taking a ton of damage. Ooh, a few Mulisks go down. Okay, there's actually 3 lurkers there, so that's why the zealots are just running around, because they can't go down the ramp without just being obliterated by the lurkers. And there is a lot of Scourge on the map. There's a large survival of Scourge roaming around the map, hunting and just hoping to catch a good engagement with those Corsairs. And if he comes in from multiple angles, he could theoretically take out a lot of those Corsairs in one fell swoop. But it also could go the other way. He could just run them in on the line, and the Corsairs could just own all those Scourge for no benefit. Anyway, so that's kind of why you can see he's got them kind of spread out a little bit as they're flying around. And there's the Corsairs actually attacking those Scourge. He kind of needs to attack the Corsairs when he's got a better cloning opportunity, when they're not clumped up and when they don't have the drop on him. And that is a ton of Corsairs, though. Actually, I think he's up to like 9 or 10 Corsairs in that clump now. So sometimes Protoss will stop at like 6 and just figure, okay, I've got air control now, and then the Scourge